Hey Virgo, welcome to December. I'm excited. You're already showing up on the bottom of the deck of the Sanctuary clarifying deck that I use later on in the reading. So, you ready to talk? I'm Tamil, if you're new here, and every month I channel Oracle guidance for the collective and the Overflow community at large, which is you, and then we go deeper in the Sanctuary, which is our monthly membership for communion with self and soul family. You got Into the Unknown and Wishing Well as your string. Leo just got Into the Unknown. Was it Leo or Cancer? Pretty sure it was Leo. And Gemini. Ooh. This is crazy because Gemini, for sure, because I was talking to them about how this is like Seven of Cups energy. But anyway, you can go back and check, especially if you have other placements. Gemini, Cancer, or Leo placements. But it's a very similar energy because what do you want? You've been here before. Bottom of the deck. And you may have been there for so long that the possibility to actually have what you want, you don't know what to do with that. Because you're shifting from a just barely getting by, maybe literally financially, but what I'm feeling more is like a beingness of like this baseline of survival mode, and that's now shifted. So there's more freedom available to you. But your challenge is rescue. I heard don't go chasing waterfalls. Obviously there's a waterfall here, but I was gonna like there's like this danger Will Robinson or like this damsel energy of like a warning of you to not go so far deep into like a whole hermit mode, but like don't go so far deep into that mode that you can't actually come out to play with the things that are ready for you to cultivate. Which one of those things being love. See that little heart there and those rose petals. Also being creativity, your aesthetic, your identity is changing. You're like, not obviously the core of who you are, your soul, you've been you, but there's something changing around the way you present and the way you show up in the work that you do. As well as how you show up in relationship. Nobody can find you if you're hiding. And once they find you, let them love you. Okay, there's a lot coming through, so let me just read these and then get into y'all's reading because I guess I'll read Rock Bottom because it's here. Yeah, but I'm going to read it not in the strength position because you've already, It's something different. I'm being called to this one. This card is a symbol for addiction in all forms, subtle or obvious. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results will never provide you with what you desire. And this is where you're trying to get out of that. Remember what I said. You've already done this before. Don't do this again. Don't take yourself back to that place. At this moment, there is nowhere else to go and you're facing the end of the road. If you fear change, be willing to change. Surrender your wants to a higher power. Ask for truth and allow humility to be your guiding force from within. You will always get what you need. You are only a victim of your perceptions. Take heart because you can't sink any further. The only way to go from here is up and wondrous things await you. So let's look at what is awaiting you. Life is an adventure and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. Wishing well. And that was hiding under wishing well. I thought that only wishing well came out. So the only thing that's keeping you from this is the surrender and the trust in your manifestation, in your prayer, and the answering of them. Desire is the most important impulse for creating life. Now you're seeing the relationship between desire and inspiration and sensing that moment of truth when you feel the inception of new life. I'm smiling because this is my second house. It is an aha moment when everything makes sense. Perhaps you recognize a soulmate or are conceiving a baby or an idea. The wishing well card awakens you to the presence of unseen forces that enable new beginnings. Divine intelligence activates the field of possibilities where new life is co-created in a magical way. Neither you nor anyone else can know how or why this happens. It just does. To that end, you can't control the process of growth. Rather, you must step aside and be a channel for higher forces and relinquish any attachment to how this new creation should appear or when. Form your intention and take action by dropping the coin into the wishing well. Then trust in spirit. Prepare to be amazed. Just go with it. Just go with it. Don't do this no more. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone or miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all of your troubles? Reverse, the rescue card cautions you against romanticizing your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is, rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to take a step back and rescue yourself. Trust that spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. With the couple here at the bottom of the deck, before I start to actually pull cards for your reading, the eclipse energy may have exposed, the Gemini energy may have exposed any illusions or any confusion around the way that you were thinking about a circumstance or a plan. Another thing that was coming through for me to tell you is like literally the purpose of this year was to get us out of this who's gonna save us energy. Because it's you.